Hi there, my name's Gary. I'm from Matchets Music. This is just a short video to show you how to oil the valves on your brass instrument. Now what we have here is a cornet, but the same principle will apply to many brass instruments including trumpet, tenor horn, baritone, euphonium, tuba for example. There are some instruments that are slightly different, the likes of a French horn which uses a different system, but basically for any instrument that has the piston style valves like this, then this video will apply. So the first thing that we need to work out is what you need to have. So essentially you just need some valve oil. There's many different brands out there, and then ideally a cloth to wipe the valve down. What I would always say to people when you're doing this is do one valve at a time, because the worst thing you can do is mix them up once you have them out, and then there'll be no sound through the instrument because the valves are specific to each hole. So what you need to do is to unscrew the valve. Now again, this is very important. You don't unscrew it from the top, because you can take the top just off the valve, or worse still, it takes that bit off as well, the stem of the valve, and then you're actually taking the valve apart, which is definitely not what you want to do. So you have this part here, you just simply unscrew that like so, and then slide the valve out of the instrument. So you can set your instrument down. What I always say now is give the valve a wipe down with a cloth. You don't want to use a yellow duster or anything like that, nothing that's going to have bits of the cloth come off, so just a lint free cloth is ideal. So once you've that done, you just take the lid off your valve oil and put a few drops on the valve itself. Not too much, but enough to keep you going. So you then put the valve back into the instrument. Now, another reason for doing the valves one at a time is because you have to make sure the valves are lined up when you put them back in. Now they have what's called a valve guide on them. So when you put the valve into the instrument, you give it a little twist and then it will click into place. Once it's in place, then you simply tighten the valve back up again. On some cheaper instruments, for whatever reason, I'm not quite sure why, but the valve guides allow the valve to be put back in at 180 degrees turned round, so the valve is essentially facing the wrong way. This is another reason for doing the valves one at a time, because once you've that valve back in, and you can see that's working perfectly now, you want to blow air through the instrument, or even play a few notes to show that the valve is lined up properly, because if that valve had one of the valve guides that clicked in the wrong way, then you wouldn't be able to blow through the instrument. And if you have all three valves out and have put them all back in and you don't know which ones are aligned, that can take a lot of time to figure that out. A lot of repairs that I get from customers are from people who have done that, and simply the instrument then won't play. So do them one at a time and make sure the instrument will play between each oiling session. So that's you would just do that for all three valves. And what we'll look into next time is some more maintenance, because what you can do is you can take the valves out and clean down the inside, and then lubricate all the rest of your slides and things, but we shall look into that next time. Okay, thank you now, bye bye.